Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is the dynamic Show and View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with, once again, giving you yet another sample, another preview of what the WWE Elite News and Rumors is all about, and that you will hear it here first. And you'll hear things here on Show and View Entertainment that you won't hear, see, or read anywhere else. Once again, just giving you a little sample. Last night on Raw, some details coming back from Backstage. One of the reasons that WWE decided to go ahead and not have a clear winner in Raw's main event between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns last night in what became, well, a steel cage affair is because there is rumors that WWE is still on the fence, which means they're still deciding what to do, of what match they should ultimately go with at Night of Champions on the WWE Network. While many feel the blow-off last night on Raw between Orton and Reigns was the end, it could very well end up being only the start. But there is also other ideas to go with. A Jericho versus Orton at Night of Champions after the attack Orton put on Jericho in the trainer's room. There is also talk of Seth Rollins going one-on-one with Roman Reigns. However, at the same time, there is also a plan on the table to do some sort of an explosive tag team or multi-tag match with Jericho, Reigns, and a returning Ambrose versus Kane, Orton, and Rollins. WWE should have a final word on what match they decide to go with by SmackDown this Friday night, which will be taped on Tuesday, or next week's Raw. While it's still up in the air and on the table for discussion, Orton and Reigns will be involved at Night of Champions in a big way. So there you have it. I mean, it was almost as if you could see the tide turning last night on Raw when Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on Roman Reigns. It almost is like the WWE is veering Randy Orton off into another direction, although he was a part of the attack, just because, well, Roman Reigns hit the Superman punch. Am I mad that the match didn't end in a decisive pinfall? Well, there needs to be one match. They need to, I think, in my opinion, I feel that Orton and Reigns have to have one more match where there is a decisive winner, because so far Roman Reigns has won one. I mean, you could count it off as a disqualification, so Roman Reigns would automatically win, but you don't want to see it like that. You don't want to see a rivalry. You don't want to see a feud like that of Orton and Reigns, especially if the WWE is looking to establish Roman Reigns, although last night Roman Reigns was becoming pretty established when he was taking on three guys, but eventually the numbers game would catch up to him. I don't mind any of these matches. I don't mind the multi-tag match with Rollins, Kane, and Orton, or Jericho, Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. I don't mind any of those matches. I mean, any match that the WWE throws at us, it's going to be compelling. It's going to be intriguing. Although it's, you know, it's funny because the gimmick of this pay-per-view is Night of Champions, but at least it would be all former champions in one match. Roman Reigns, a former tag team champion. Jericho, a former world champion. Randy Orton, a former WWE champion. Kane, a former world champion. You know, Seth Rollins is a Money in the Bank cash-in holder. So, I mean, you have all champions, all former champions in one match, but they're not champions. So, do you understand the gist? Do you understand where I'm going with this? I mean, what would you fans, what would you subscribers like to see? Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton again? Jericho versus Orton? Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns? Like you said, the WWE has a few ways they can go about this. They're just trying to decide the best way to go about it and the best match to put on. And in my opinion, at this stage of the game, I think it would only make sense to have, I guess, you know, like I said, I don't mind any of the matches, but Roman Reigns versus Orton probably is the way to go. Hold off Orton Jericho, or maybe they'll have Orton Jericho on Raw or SmackDown. Who knows how the WWE is going to go about it? At least, though, there are plans on the table, and they're not just throwing this together half-ass. Subscribe.